Many of the aspirants fail prelims either because they have the wrong strategy or else because of following the herd blindly. Here at Sunya IAS, we bring in front of you the unprecedented, unparalleled and highly practical batch, Prelims Bootcamp. Now, the name Bootcamp suggests that this is going to be a rigorous batch in which we will be going all in, we will be going comprehensive and exam oriented in order to increase our chances of clearing prelims. This batch has three major components. First of all, highly practical classes. But let me tell you, these are not simple plain classes of 3 hours. These are long classes so as to ensure that we are covering a substantial portion of both the static and current affairs in that long duration of the class. Second component is of live practice. Again, let me tell you, we are not just making you solve the questions. We will ensure that whatever questions you solve, they are of the advanced level and they are solved not only with the knowledge but also with the logic, which is the prime requirement of clearing prelims. And the third most important pillar is TRINETRA. In TRINETRA, we ensure that we are imbibing in you the art of logic, because believe me, in the final examination, not more than 40 questions will be there which you know 100%. So that is the case where you require the logic in order to tackle the rest 60% of the questions. And that is the thing which we will be training you either in the live practice or in the TRINETRA. So if I talk about Prelims Bootcamp Batch, it's about the classes comprehensively covered for both static and current affairs. Secondly, we will be focusing upon the notes consolidation, and along with that we will be making you practice live on daily basis along with the art of logic. Now I will try to give you more detailed perspective of the components of Prelims Bootcamp Batch. See, if I talk about this batch, the beautiful aspect of this batch is that we are going to complete the batch within 2 months of time. See, the basic problem is that whenever you try to revise for the prelims, that 2 hours a class, 2.5 hours a class, those are good, but sometimes that stretch your the duration of the prelim syllabus coverage. So what we are trying to do is we are making you sit for 3 days in a week for the entire day, so that within a week itself we are either covering a subject or maybe a substantial portion of the subject. Beta, this helps you to retain the things, do the interlinkages, and also helps you to use the aptitude while helping the problems. So in this batch, within 2 months we will be having 3 days a week class. Now the classes are not normal classes, those will be day-long classes. You heard me right. We will be sitting from 10 AM in the morning and until 9 PM. That is why the name here, boot camp. Up from 10 AM until 9 PM, your engagement will be there with us, but that is only for 3 days in a week. For 4 days, remaining 4 days, you are free. You are free to rest, you are free to revise the same thing which you are covering in the classes. So for example, on Monday we will be having class, on Tuesday we are having a rest or the revision day. On Wednesday we are having day-long class, on Thursday we are having rest or the revision day. On Friday we are having day-long class, on Saturday you are having rest or revision day. Sunday, either you can give your test or maybe you can revise the entire week syllabus. So that is how practically we have planned the Prelims Bootcamp Batch, and let me tell you, this is the way, exactly this is the way in which prelims has to be covered. Believe me. Why? See, component 1, if I talk about component 1, in component 1 there will be a class from 10 AM until 6 PM. You have covered a substantial portion within a day. You need not to come again and again and again for multiple number of days. You have covered a substantial portion. Now in the classes itself, we will ensure you have the revision summaries. Revision summaries. You don't have those bulky notes which you have to revise maybe by giving another 1 week for the 10 classes. No, you will be having very precise summaries made within the class itself. And let me tell you, when it comes to the content, no one can come close to Sunya IAS. I'm very proud upon it. So in terms of content coverage, in terms of integration of both static and current affairs, you will be at the very top position, I promise. So we will making the summaries. Those summaries will be highly comprehensive, integrated. Those you can revise multiple number of times. बहुत कम pages में will consolidate everything, and then we'll revise them again and again and again and again to improve the retention. So 10 to 6, this is component 1. There will be a 1 hour ka break after this. 6 to 7, although there will be a lunch break within this time also. So 6 to 7 there will be a break. 7 to 9 we will sit for the live practice on the same day. Whatever we have studied here, along with that we will use the logic. I'm not talking about elimination, mind you. I'm saying the art of logic, and I know most of the aspirants are unaware about this. Beta, we'll use the logic and then we'll solve for 2 hours. Live practice, so there will be a slide, we'll show you the question, we'll ask the answer from you. Next question, answer from you. And we'll solve it parallelly with you. We'll tell you the answer, the logic to be applied, the art of logic to be applied, the content which we have studied, ki yaar kya use hoga, kya nahi hoga. So for 2 hours, we'll be doing the live practice along with the content which you have already studied, or else the logic. Let me tell you one thing. यहाँ पढ़ा है, यहाँ प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं हाथ के हाथ, चीजें फिट हो जाएंगी दिमाग में बेस्ट वे. Or plus, if you are following me until now, you've already made the summaries as well. And here you have learned the art of logic. So this is, 80% or 90% about the Prelims Bootcamp Batch. There is a component 3. What we will be doing, we will be scheduling a day for you. In that single day, me and Kuldeep, sir, we both will be teaching you the art of logic. The various tools which shall be applied when you are attempting the question. And this way will ensure in in the very first few days of your batch, Prelims Bootcamp Batch, so that you can apply those tools in solving the live practice or maybe any test which we will give later. So this TRINETRA as a component exclusively will be providing you under the bootcamp only. Live class would be taken under this, and here we will be discussing the tools, the techniques, the art of logic, the art of aptitude. Don't confuse it with the elimination. We'll learn many things. We'll learn many things here, right? Which shall be used while attempting the prelims ka examination. So, if you are looking forward to register for this course, either you can visit the website www.sunyaias.com, or else if you need further details, what you can do, you can message us over the number. You can message us over the number 8383950315. You can send a WhatsApp, you can call, whatever you want, right? Let me tell you before I finish, we have this program in 2 modes. First of all, online, that will be live mode, and obviously you will get the recording of the classes. Okay? Second mode is offline, and in offline mode we are having the program at Delhi as of now. If at the other centers we are planning, we will let you know. Now, very important aspect, that in online live we have just 500 seats, and in offline we are just having 100 seats. So the batch will be full once the seats are full. So if you are really looking forward for a very decent batch for a prelims preparation, a batch where the top faculties, the faculties whom you love would teach, is this batch. Please go for it. Have full faith. We have already delivered this quality, this commitment in Vajra sessions, and we will be replicating the same for the prelims. Thank you. See you in the classes.